Okay, so the Captain America comic book was never really on the up and up. In fact, the majority of the Avengers standalone comics began taking a dip around the 80s, mainly due to fatigue and lack of directions to really go with these characters. We're still years away from Marvel completely cleaning house with their Onslaught series and eventually filing for bankruptcy in 96. Comics in general were just in a weird place, with the Silver Age ending, so during this time period we had more mature storylines popping up in mainstream comics. Storylines that are more violent and or dealing in heavier subject matters, such as Crisis on Infinite Earths, Frank Miller's Daredevil, the introduction of Venom, Jason Todd's death, and Kraven's Last Hunt, just to name a few. One of the less talked about attempts of a darker storyline is in Captain America number 319. In the comic, Captain America and the Serpent Squad, respectively, are trying to find the person who shot and killed Death Adder, a member of the Serpent Squad. We learn that there is a bar called the Bar with No Name. Supervillains meet and use the bar as a cover for finding work. One of the presumed owners, Firebrand, begins to worry that this masked gunman will kill all of his clientele and soon he'll be next. So he arranges a meeting for all the Patriots to show up in costume and decide on a retaliation against this masked gunman. While this is going on, Captain America links up with Diamondback, another member of the Serpent Squad. They momentarily agree to work together until Diamondback gets the hots for Cap and threatens to kill them both if they don't have sex. But the tensions fizzle out and Diamondback gets shot by a random farmer, but not killed. Meanwhile, we see all the baddies get together and Firebrand is embarrassed that more baddies didn't show up, but Turner D. Century is there, so that's something. He starts the meeting and takes roll, just so you know who's all in the room. And what a rogues gallery we have here. There's of course Turner D. Century, Steeplejack, Shellshock, Cyclone, Jaguar, the Vamp, Birdman, the Cheetah, Commander Kraken, the Hijacker, Letha, Mirage, Ringer, Mindwave, Hellraiser, the Grappler, Rapier. Then goes over everything we know about the shooter and the attack so far, and then asks for suggestions on what the group should do. The bartender has a suggestion and proceeds to shoot and kill everyone in the room. End of comic. Now, of course, this storyline continues to Captain America 320, where Captain America finally finds the killer, and the killer reveals he's doing all this for justice, that putting away these people only allows him to break out again and hurt others. So he's basically the Punisher, but he's evil. And that is really it. We move on to something completely different in 321. This is such an odd attempt at a dark Captain America storyline. It really is an attempt at a shock that fails, because most of these villains are throwaways. They've appeared here and there, but never really taken seriously. For contrast, Kraven's Last Hunt attempts to be shocking and succeeds, because Kraven is a fleshed out character with clear goals and admirations. And seeing him meet a tragic end makes that comic much more memorable. A real missed opportunity that feels way too rushed, but what do you know, most of these characters did get resurrected in a separate arc, who cares? The real tragedy at the end of the day is the death of Turner D. Century. Rest in peace.